We are on Beach Parkway, just west of Chiquita Boulevard, right where the tornado hit Saturday night. Take a look over here. We're in the median. You can see all of these tree branches down, part of a pool screen just lying here in the middle of the roadway. And take a look over here. Some of these homes, you can see just dozens of branches all in front of their houses. Emotional really is an understatement for what we're seeing out here and what you feel when you read the messages and you see everything that's in this memorial here at the Dr. Phillips Center. There's this paper chain that goes all the way around this entire memorial. Things that say, "I love you all," hashtag Orlando strong, hashtag Orlando united. Personal messages to some of the victims who died, along with dozens and dozens of bouquets of flowers, the candles lit in their honor, posters, pictures, stuffed animals, everything to honor those 49 lives lost. Tell me about how this run's been going.
It's a little hot, but it's the least we could do to, bring awareness to the Special Olympics.
Absolutely, all for the kids, right?
Absolutely, all for the kids. Service before self, that's the way we like to think about it.
Well, that's an excellent way to think about it. And what agency do you represent?
Fort Myers Police.
All right, very good.
Thank you.
Thanks for being out here. You can see they need that water right now, so they're going to take this water break, get a little bit of rest. I want to show you what this all looks like. Take a look at all of these tree branches down in front of this home. We can even see right here parts of the roof that just flew right off. And then take a look up in the tree. That is a lawn chair in the tree in front of this home. That just shows you the power of this tornado. Well, they just started about 20 minutes ago, and they have a long way to go, but these guys are making some great progress. Take a look out here as they are unloading. This cart right here says Spring Training Truck Twins Wives Organization. So I wonder what's on that cart. So today, to actually start the process of moving the dirt to turn that building, an old Kia dealership, into a place where kids can learn and grow is a huge accomplishment. Well, I want to show you Dave Hawk's home. There's not much of it left. Take a close look at that hole in the roof over the garage. Now take a walk with me. Dave says that his truck was parked on his driveway. It is not there anymore. We can take a walk through his yard where you can see debris is scattered absolutely everywhere. There's pieces of the roof, there's pieces of the ceiling, all the way back here and all the way in the back. If you take a look over here, you can see his boat, well, his truck ended up underneath it.
I left the kitchen, went in the den, grabbed my 89-year-old mother, put her on the floor, laid on top of her.
In those frightening moments Saturday night, Dave Hawk says his first thought was to protect his mother.
Just things started exploding in bright flashes of light, and it was like being in a war zone. He showed us what's left of his Cape Coral home, and it's not much. Insulation hangs from the ceiling. Debris is everywhere. Just looking to just make sure that everything that could be found. Or salvaged, I should say. They were able to salvage some meaningful Christmas ornaments, but the powerful wind picked up his truck. It flew over the house and underneath his boat. Similar sights are all along Beach Parkway, with trees snapped in half and debris everywhere. And for neighbors, remembering the moment the tornado came through brings out their pure emotion, thankful to be alive.
I stood in a little corner praying to everybody, please don't take my house like Dorothy, and it was horrendous. Yeah. It was a horrible, horrible feeling. Yeah. But thank God I'm standing here talking to you. Yes. I am so thankful.
Thank you.
Somebody
Thank
listened.
You, Lord. Yes, the same thing with me.
I've never seen nothing or been more scared in my entire life as I was Saturday night.
Probably the worst thing I've ever had to live through. I survived.
And you can see a closer look right now at Dave's truck. That's the truck that was on his driveway. It was slid underneath the boat. It has since been pulled out by a tow truck. Now we're seeing similar sites like this all along Beach Parkway, and the road is very busy. Police are advising you, if you don't live in this area, do not drive through here. Don't come through here just to take pictures. They're really working on their recovery efforts to get everybody back up and running. Still about 200 homes without power right now. Of course, count on Wink News for continued updates. Reporting live in Cape Coral, Stephanie Susskind. Wink News now. Well, I have to tell you, we've been here for a couple of days now, and this is really the most emotional thing I've seen, and here's why. Let me show you over here. These crosses represent every single one of the victims, and it's not just names, it's faces. Every one of these has a name, it has a sign, and then the person's picture, like this one for Enrique Rios. And this is really helping bring faces to the tragedy of 49 lives cut too short.
I knew that something big was happening, but I didn't know how big it was until I got out of work.
Ernesto Verne is a nurse at Orlando Regional Medical Center. He was working overnight Saturday and lost 4 friends in the terror attack.
It's still shocking, it's still unbelievable. I was paying attention to the news when they were like saying all the names that they had in the different hospitals. And every time they were saying names, I was finding out like friends that were here, and I was like, okay, they're good. Other names like Angel, Xavier, Anthony, Mary, which is sister-in-law of a friend.
And now, right across the street from work, a place where he can pay tribute to his friends who he calls his brothers and sisters growing up together in Puerto Rico. And it's thanks to this man, Greg Zanis, who built 49 memorial crosses and drove them from Chicago to Orlando.
16 hours on Sunday, 16 hours on Monday, and on Tuesday I painted them 16 hours, put the hearts on them around midnight.
Each one puts a face with a name, making this tragedy all the more real for those who visit.
It's just overwhelming. You know, I mean, I haven't even seen them at one time with nobody around.
He hopes this is one more way to help the city heal.
We all are getting together and we're fighting back together.
And people have been coming by here all day long. We've even seen members of the fire department, police officers coming here, a lot of nurses from the hospital to take a look at all of these names and faces. Now, Greg Zanis has traveled the country visiting sites of mass shootings, including Newtown, Connecticut, and bringing crosses to display there. He says he plans to donate all of these crosses to the victims' families. Reporting live in Orlando, Stephanie Susskind, Wink News Now. We're on Temple Road, and take a look out here. You can see firefighters spraying down the garage area of this home. Once again, they were out here just days ago. This is the home that caught fire late Sunday night. Now, firefighters say they got another call around 6:45 this morning that the garage area was on fire. They tell me when they arrived out here, smoke and flames were both visible. They were able to put the fire out very quickly, but as you can see, they are still spraying it down to make sure everything is out. Now, the fire chief tells me this was likely a slow burning ember that was in the garage that just became exposed after they were doing some cleanup efforts out here yesterday, and that's likely what caused this to reignite. He says because this area of the home was heavily involved in the fire on Sunday, this is not considered suspicious. However, they will be doing an investigation. The fire marshal is out here to look into the exact cause. Now, again, this is the same home that caught fire on Sunday night. The 2 people that were in the home that night are being taken care of by the Red Cross. Clearly, they cannot live in this home, but fortunately, nobody was here this morning, so nobody was hurt, no injuries as far as firefighters are concerned. They're just taking care of this home, spraying it down once again, making sure that everything is okay out here. Reporting live in San Carlos Park, Stephanie Susskind, Wink News This Morning.